What's up, fellow nerds? It's Joey Moss with Bad Boy Gaming, and we got some leaks to talk about. Pretty cool, pretty hype. This is Cassandra, Eagle Bearer. Good old 3-drop in Boros. Human Assassin Warrior. You know what these are. This is Assassin's Creed. This is going to be cool. A lot of video games are incorporating into Magic the Gathering. A whole lot of collaborations, and I think it's pretty neat. I'm still waiting for that Mortal Kombat collaboration. That would be sick. Can you imagine like the fatalities? Like it'd be like maybe an instant or something. How would they work that? All right, anyway, this is about Assassin's Creed. A whole nother topic. Maybe we'll talk Mortal Kombat at the end. So when Cassandra enters the battlefield, search your graveyard, hand, and library for a card named the Spear of Leonidas. Leonidas. Am I saying that right? Leonidas? Leonidas. I'm saying that wrong, probably. Put it onto the battlefield and then shuffle. Who all played Assassin's Creed? Show of hands. There you go. Put it onto the battlefield and shuffle. Whenever a creature you control with a legendary equipment attached to it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Ooh, I got a crud ton of cards. It's a rare legendary equipment, it's a rare legendary equipment. I believe it's a sword. It's just something that like legendary creature gets +1/+1 or something like that for each something. I can't remember how it goes, but I wonder if it'll drive the price of that up. I have like 100 copies. That's why I'm saying this. And I bought them for like 30 cents each, but they've been printed into oblivion. I'm always really curious about I'm always interested in speculating on card prices of certain cards that may spike or may drop when a new card comes out. A lot of people are always speculating on like the price spikes, but we don't really talk a lot about, oh man, this card came out. Sometimes a card will replace another card, like in your 99, for instance, And then guess what? The price can go down a little bit, and then go down further and further. If it's just simply like a better card overall, and maybe it's 1 mana cheaper and does the same thing. Or maybe it has an additional ability for the same mana, or something like that. Usually is how it goes. But this card, pretty neat. Let's see what Cassandra does. The Spear of Leonidas. Why can't I say that right? Leonidas. It's Leonidas, ain't it? Oh my gosh. All right. Who wants to annihilate me in the comments section? Please, by all means, do. And I'm not retaking this. Leonidas. I'm sorry. So the Spear of Leonidas. Watch, it's not Leonidas. It's Leonidas. 3-drop. Legendary artifact equipment. So this is the legendary equipment that you get when you play good old Cassandra over here. It's Cassandra. Legendary artifact equipment. Whenever equipped creature attacks, choose one Bull Rush. It gains strike until end of turn. You're going to choose one when it does attack. Whenever equipped. Now, if there was... Here's something cool about this, though. So let's say you have a second attack phase. Well, then that's kind of like choose two. You don't really get to choose two, but if you have a second attack phase, there are certain cards that do that. There's like a Minotaur. After your combat phase, there's an additional combat phase, something like that, which that would enable this card to, go again. You can play it again, or not play it again, but activate one of the abilities again. It would trigger all over again. Pretty cool. Whenever equipped creature attacks, choose one. Bull Rush gains double strike until end of turn. Summon, create Phobos. Phobos. Create Phobo. Fear of losing out is Folo. Folo? Okay. Create Phobos, a legendary 3/2 red horse creature token. Revelation is discard 2 cards, then draw 2 cards. The downside, unless you're... Ooh, you know what? This card will probably go good with this other card that I bought like 50 copies of when it was like $1. And it was like $1.50. Was it mirror? It's an artifact, not mirror. It's not mirror image. It's like something mirror. I can't remember, or mirror something. It came out in the last 2 years though, 3 years. Kind of a cool card, but it says you don't have to worry about the legendary rule. So Revelation, discard 2 cards and then draw 2 cards. The equip cost is only 2. That's not bad. So if you play, obviously these go together. You play your Cassandra. Whenever a creature you control with the legendary equipment attaches to it, deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. How's it triggered? Search your library, graveyard. Oh, wow. So when it enters the battlefield, that's all you got to do. Just as long as it enters the battlefield, And then you go and just put it directly onto you put this onto the battlefield, Spear of Leonidas. what was I saying? Leonidas? Oh my god. Stop it. Pretty neat though. That's a fun little card. A good little looting ability there for Revelation. Good Saturday evening to you, by the way. I know. Good Saturday evening to you. Okay. Pretty neat. But yeah, if that's the case, you spam out. You get that red Minotaur, and you just start spamming. Oh, there's a bunch of cards that give you an additional combat or additional attack phase. You can just start spamming then red horse creature tokens. Downside is they don't have haste. If they had haste, that'd be cool. If that horse really should come out with haste. It should have haste, don't you think? That would be cool, because then your second phase, then you can use it, Any hooters. That's pretty neat, though. Then we have Conspiracy. This Conspiracy card, I think, is pretty slick. Conspiracy is a 5-drop enchantment. As Conspiracy enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Now, we've only seen this really in blue. I don't know if we've seen it in black before. Maybe we have. If we haven't, please let me know. Creatures you control are the chosen type. But get this. The same is true for creature spells you control and creature cards you own that aren't on the battlefield. So basically, it changes the creature type. Whether you're casting it, whether it's in the graveyard, whether it's in your hand, it doesn't matter where. Basically, they could have worded that differently. In all instances where this card may exist, you may change the creature type. How would you word that? Just to shorten this up. Creatures you control are the chosen type. Creatures you control are the chosen type in any instance where they exist. Wherever they make, that would kind of shorten it up. But then, I don't know. That maybe that would cause some problems. I don't know. But that seems to be this like where we're going with. It's a 5-drop for that. That's a cool card. I mean, it's not going to break the game or nothing. But then again, who knows? I like that because it's like sometimes it has to be on the battlefield, and then it's like that creature type. I know Blue has like quite a few of those cards out there. But this, it's just wherever it is, then it allows for that, for it to change the creature type. Pretty slick. What are your guys' thoughts on all this? Big shout outs to MTG Insider over on Facebook. That's where I got the leaks from. Highly recommend you guys check them out if you're on Facebook. Really cool group. They get a lot of stuff pretty early on. And look, you can see Ubisoft on the bottom there. Ubisoft, softer than a cookie, baby. But yeah, about Mortal Kombat. Let's talk about that briefly. They did Street Fighter. I mean, maybe more, are they thinking Mortal Kombat's too bloody? It's too bloody for nowadays. They really need to collab with Mortal Kombat, man. I could see a lot of fun with that, especially like you got Goro. You got Shang Tsung. He shoots fireballs. He's like a chameleon, He can morph into whoever. There's just so much fun stuff you could do with that. Liu Kang with his fireballs, Sub-Zero, freeze. Maybe, like your Sub-Zero, he would like, maybe your opponent would skip a certain phase or something because you like froze them, Wouldn't that be sweet? Scorpion, I mean, the list goes on and on and on for all the characters, of course. Kung Lao, you do a hat trick? No, I don't know. But yeah, let me hear your thoughts on what you think Mortal Kombat would be about. The fatalities as well, that'd be neat. Fatality. Choose one of two. They could easily do it with Mortal Kombat. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's all I got. Let me know your thoughts on these new spoilers. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And enjoy your weekend. Say something nice to someone. See you later, nerds.